Dillon Gabriel, if he's healthy, and we've heard it's a game time decision with him, he'll get the start against the Eagles. Former Steelers defensive back Bryant McFadden, what he's looking for out of Gabriel.
I want to see a command of the huddle. I want to see Dillon Gabriel, act as if he belongs in the National Football League. And this is his first opportunity. And similar to what we saw with Shedeur Sanders last week, and just showing that he belonged and making nice plays and being able to move the chains to put your offense in scoring opportunities and score touchdowns. That's what I want to see from Dillon Gabriel. When he got drafted in the third round because of his skill set and how well he played throughout his collegiate career. Most importantly, recently with the Oregon Ducks. So now I want to see some of that same efficiency happen for Dillon Gabriel, not just as an individual, but just the command of the entire offense. Because what we saw last week, it was almost starting to feel like, no question, Shedeur Sanders was gaining traction and moving from that fourth spot on the depth chart, potentially could move in front of Dillon Gabriel. Now, because of the injury and Shedeur is not playing, Dillon Gabriel has to take advantage of his opportunity. He has to put forth some really, really good tape to kind of keep this thing status quo in terms of how the depth chart is currently looking as we see it coming from Cleveland.
In the depth chart, it doesn't come into play here. But what I will say is it's the same thing that I want to see from Dillon Gabriel that I wanted to see from Shedeur Sanders. I don't want to see penalties. I don't want to see him getting out of the huddle. I do want to see him able. Can you throw downfield? The height is a question. I as a small guy, I don't like the fact, but I want to see it. It does. Can he play at that size with these guys? That's a question. And if you don't think it is, you're just not being realistic.
Yeah, listen, he is just as much as Shedeur Sanders has to prove. He has to prove. Because just like Shedeur Sanders winning around, people thought wasn't supposed to go in. Dillon Gabriel winning around, people thought he wasn't supposed to go in. If you ask me, and who has played better in the preseason, it has been Shedeur Sanders. I thought he played better. I think he's made more throws. I think he's been more accurate. But Dillon has received a lot of first-team reps. He's received a lot of playing time, and now the Cleveland Browns have been on record. People have been saying how they like him. They love his intelligence. They think that he's a guy that has been in a lot of different places and in a lot of different schemes, and he's more acclimated than people may think to playing a quarterback at this level. But it all boiled down to you got to see it. That's what it boiled down to. It boiled down to show me.
Yep.
So, just like it was with Shedeur Sanders, it was show me. It's the same thing with Kenny Pickett. It's show me. Let me see what you got. Because yeah, we can hear all the other stuff, but the way we judge and the way we gauge what you can do is by the play. Everything else is secondary to that. The primary thing is, can you drop back, get to your third or fifth or seventh step drop, deliver the ball on time with accuracy, anticipation, and continually do that consistently through the day, drives throughout the game to get your team points. We need to see it. It's kind of important for a quarterback to do that. So, yeah, like this is the fact that we have to explain that is crazy. It's like, yeah, we kind of have to see it, man, especially when you're a quarterback who has certain physical limitations, right?
Yep.
But if you don't have a strong arm, people are going to want to prove that to you. Hey, you want to say, hey, look, can you throw the ball in November in Cleveland outside? They want to see it. We've asked that question of Colt McCoy. We've asked that question of a lot of people. So, yeah, that's something we want to see. Hopefully he gets a start. And by the way, he gets an opportunity to prove that. So I'm happy for him, his first start, if he does make it. And I'll be interested to see what the outcome is.
Yeah, I'm with you. And again, lights are on. And now this is what we want to see. And I'm with you. I'm not rooting for one or the other. I want them both to do well. I want all those quarterbacks to show they can play. Because we have not had quarterback play in an orange helmet in a while.
Right. I look at it, and when you look at Dillon Gabriel, I want to see the competition level because I do think it's important. I think it's important not only just for the fans, but these guys need to win over the guys that are on their team. These guys need to win over the locker room. They need to win over the people that actually matter, and it counts. And you want people to get behind you and show that, hey, I earned this position, and the locker room knows that if I go on that football field, I'm going to be able to put them in the best position to win some games and to have some success. So it's important to get a taste of that, to see who you are and what you stand for. So to me, it'd be disappointing if we couldn't see Dillon Gabriel today, because that means we're going to have to see Tyler Huntley for an entire game. And that is not what we were sold on. We were not sold on the Tyler Huntley program for a whole game when we got 3 other guys we want to be in the quarterback battle.
Yep, I'm with you.